What's up, guys? I'm back today with another Pocket GM21 video on the channel, and in today's video, we will be finishing the entire offseason. If you guys missed last episode, which I uploaded yesterday, make sure to check that one out. It's kind of going over the offseason game plan and what our plan is for this draft and free agency and all that kind of stuff. So first off, we have free agency. We made one offer so far. 3 weeks of free agency, and then we have the 26th pick in the draft. So let's see what we can do here. I'm honestly not really exactly sure what I want to do. I'm really thinking there's a couple pieces in the draft that I'm really interested in. There are, can't even talk, these two offensive tackles that I am very much interested in. I guess I'd be a little bit more interested in Holland. Even if he's more of a run blocker, I guess I would still be interested in him. A+ in both categories. And this guy's just bench rep worries me a little bit. Everything else looks phenomenal, but his bench rep worries me just a tad little bit. So I'm really, really interested in picking him up. But we're going to be needing to get rid of a lot of stuff to get him. So let's plan on potentially drafting him, but we're going to pick up a couple pieces. Honestly, I might not even pick anybody up here in the offseason or in free agency. I might go pick up a safety, but I just don't think it's really worth it. Wilkins would be the only player who was here last year. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to bring him back. And then cornerback, I'd like to bring in someone. But again, do I want to bring in Sharp again? I forget if he was declining or not declining. I might bring him in. I might not. I almost feel like we should. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go out. We're going to spend about $10 million on... He didn't even want 10 million. Does he want like 10.3? So we ended up spending a little bit more than I wanted, but we got Sharp back on the team. He is peak development, but we brought him in. 89 defense, brought up the defense not really at all, but we're going to bring him over on the team and see what kind of improvements we can make to this team. So yeah, 87, 84, 81, not really looking at cornerbacks anymore. Linebackers could grab someone in the draft. Safety, again, I'm going to grab someone in the draft for a little bit of a backup. Defensive end, we're looking pretty fine. Center, offensive tackle, offensive guard. So offensive guard, we might pick up someone later in the draft. Tight end, we're going to pick up someone later in the draft. Wide receiver, we might potentially pick up somewhere in like the 3rd or 4th range. I'm potentially thinking about getting rid of Thompson. I know he had a pretty solid year, but he took a little bit of a step back receiving-wise. More receptions, though, more touchdowns. I know he looks good and had a pretty good year, but on the decline, I really think I do want to get rid of him. Trade him away for another draft pick, and then potentially pick someone up in the off season. Actually, let's check if there's any good free agents. He's a 79 overall, so if there's anyone really in here, it doesn't really look like there's anybody crazy. Let's see if there's like any really young players. Not really. I mean, 23 is pretty crazy, but not really 100% interested. Let's check out this top guy, Foreman. He had pretty solid years, nothing crazy. 252 yards last year, only in 11 games. Looks like he got injured maybe, or just didn't play enough on the team. 2 touchdowns. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna pick him up. Yeah, there's just no one that's really calling my name that we should really go out there and spend some money on. So I think we're gonna run through this entire regular season. I can't even talk. But I'll run through the rest of this free agency section, and we'll get right to the draft. I might cut out a little bit of the draft. I'm trying not to make this video super long. The offseason game plan episode ended up being like 14 or 13 or 15 minutes long, somewhere in that range, in the low teens, and I really didn't want it to be that long. So we're gonna go through slow here in the first little bit because I really want to pick up Holland, but I'm not 100% sure. I have a feeling he's gonna go pretty quick. And I didn't, oh no, I totally messed that up. I meant to go, one by one so we could see where he ended up going. Holland went number 6, and then the other guy went number 9. So we really honestly probably had no chance at picking either one of those guys up. I might go out and spend so much and draft them and pick them up, but, we'll see what happens. This wide receiver looks absolutely insane. But Darius Benjamin has just had phenomenal year after phenomenal year. A little bit short of 1,000 yards last year, but I think we're still going to keep him on the team. He looks insane. The corner looks insane. Wow. The corner, I mean, I guess he doesn't look great. Zone and man coverage don't look phenomenal. Another phenomenal tight end in the draft. Wow. Okay, so in my save file by myself that I had play offline, I actually have a phenomenal tight end who really has changed the team. So I'm kind of thinking we could pick up a new tight end, but he is projected for the second round, so we might let that go. We got a new defensive tackle that really looks good, another quarterback that looks pretty good, and then the running back I'm actually interested in is right here, but he's not projected until the second round, so I think we're going to wait on him. Wow, we could even trade out of this spot. There's nobody I really want to pick up. This offensive tackle, do I really want to? We're doing it. We drafted the offensive tackle, and he's a 77 overall. Not exactly what we wanted to see, but it helps the team a little bit, and we'll see where we're going here. It looks like the running back I wanted got chosen. This is not going good, is it? This running back is projected sixth round. We really can't be doing that. Wow, I feel like I've already messed up this draft. Wow. I'm not excited at all. This is so disappointing. This offensive guard looks good, but he's projected for the 5th round. I just can't justify picking him in the second. I might go get this corner. The running back I can't do. Or the tight end. The tight end's actually not too bad, but he looks more of a blocking tight end, and that's not exactly what I want to go with. We might go with the... Wow, I don't even see anything here. And I don't want to, draft someone that's not really possible here. Wow, I feel like I butchered this draft already, so let me see what magic we can make happen. Maybe we'll pick up a linebacker. Maybe we'll pick up one of these linebackers. There's no linebackers here. Wow. I am extremely disappointed. I think we're going to go with the tight end, and he ends up being our top tight end, 81, 77, 91, injury prone. This has just been an unsuccessful draft. I feel like I haven't had successful drafts in this series. This quarterback looks pretty good. But yeah, like I said, I don't think I've had any really successful drafts in the series yet, and I'm kind of disappointed by it. I really have messed this up, so wouldn't mind that wide receiver so we could get rid of Thompson. It'd save a little bit of money. Not really that we're in the need for money at $64 million in cap space, but we'll see what we can do. Sample, nobody's looking good. I'm really saving for Aguayo later on in the draft, but I think we're going to go with this wide receiver. Yeah, we're going with the wide receiver. Toth is going to be on the team, and Toth is going to be absolutely kind of average. 96 injury prone. What is this injury prone? These stats aren't terrible. They are not terrible. 74 catching. His route running is terrible, but he's got okay catching, ball security, kind of an average receiver, right where you'd expect him to be. But of course, he is super injury prone, so I don't even know what to say. Do we go with the quarterback the cornerback in the later round, or do we pick another wide receiver? I'm letting this running back sit for a second. We're going to get DK Howard at cornerback. Are we going to do that? Do we want to do that? We might be able to move him to safety. We'll draft him. We'll see what he ends up being. He ends up being a 74. Absolutely terrible. Terrible injury prone too. I don't even know what to say. I just need to quit at this rate. This is terrible. This has been an absolutely terrible draft. We're going with the running back. We're doing it. What is he going to be? I have a feeling he's going to be terrible. He is a 80, 77, and 77. Not too bad. Again, 57 injury prone. What an unsuccessful draft this has been. Do we go with another wide receiver, or do we pick up the undrafted safety? This has been so disappointing. Such a disappointing draft. We're going to get the quarterback or the wide receiver. And he is going to be a 71-69. Wow. With our 26th pick in the draft, we are going to get... I don't even know. We're going to get Henderson. We're just moving on. We're moving on with our draft. A+ grade, we really don't deserve that grade. So disappointing. We do have a super on the tight end. Wow. Okay, that actually looks like it changes things a little bit. Really high injury prone, but at super development, I'm going to give him a chance. I'm going to give him a chance and give him a chance to start and play. So we'll see what ends up happening. Darius Benjamin, Joe Carey, Wally. I want to get rid of Thompson, and we might rock with the rookie. So I think we're going to get rid of Thompson, and I'm so disappointed about this. The offensive tackle we picked up. So disappointed. We'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can make any trades. I think I want to make a couple trades here to pick up a couple pieces and see what we can do. This has just been a very, very disappointing draft. Very disappointing time. 82 overall. I really think we're gonna make another run at the postseason with this offense or with this defense because it's absolutely insane. And we don't need nine wide receivers. So, all right, I'm gonna make a couple trades here, move some things around, and we'll pick up some backups. We'll pick up some new starters, hopefully, and I'll make some trades, and I will catch you guys after I do all that. So we're gonna be making this trade first off to get a new linebacker, pretty much just for depth. He is a rookie, so definitely gonna be pretty good. Not great injury prone, but again, pretty good stats, and just gonna fill a spot on the bench. We're getting rid of Thompson, Ott, which really didn't get any playing time last year, 1 game. Henderson, new rookie, gotta go. Thompson, aging, gotta go. And we picking up a 6th and 7th round pick next year and a 7th round pick this year. Not bad, can't complain. Cleared a little bit of cap space, getting rid of Thompson, and we are now going to be starting Toth, the rookie, with absolutely horrific injury prone. So we'll see what goes on there. But we're going to look at the team, kind of see what kind of spaces we need to fill up. Coxie is going to be the new starter on the team, actually, and Gunter is going to be the backup. I actually wouldn't mind getting rid of Gunter. He had a pretty good year last year, but he makes way too much money to be sitting the bench. Checking out the rest of the team. Cornerbacks, they're okay. Safeties, we definitely need to pick up a new safety. And again, the offensive line is not great. You might go pick up a new offensive guard to back our guys up, and we will go from there. So I'll catch you guys. I'm going to make a couple more moves, sign a couple more players, and I will see you guys in a couple of seconds once I've made some of those moves. So this is what our team's going to be looking like this year. 89 defense, 76 offense, and 82 overall. I really feel like I completely botched the drafts. I didn't mean to skip forward. I'm so disappointed in the way we drafted. But it's going to have to be. There's really no moves we can make. I kind of want to create this to be a kind of relatively realistic rebuild to where we're not just trading for the top player in the draft every single year. Or we're not trading for the top player on teams. We're not doing crazy stuff like that and insane trades every single year. So I was looking at the trade block just to see if there was any players that, teams were looking to get rid of that made sense for us to trade for. There was Raekwon Stoner over here who had a 1,000-yard rushing year last year that I would be interested in. But at 81, how much? That's only 2-point improvement from our starter. Is that really worth it? So I'm not 100% sure. And then again, over here with this guy, hasn't really done anything crazy. He went to Arizona and then now on Cleveland on the last year of his deal. Really, again, not interested in 8 fumbles in 52 games. Really not going to be cutting it. So I think we're really just going to rock with the team that we have and go forward with that one. So that's what we're looking at. Defensive backs, I was looking at Kaiser right here. Didn't look too bad. Had a pretty good year the past few years. 5 interceptions in the past 3 years, 3 in 1 year, and then 2 forced fumbles. So pretty solid. But he needed 800 points and valued at 800. And to get rid of that, we'd have to give up a first-round pick next year and potentially like a third-round pick this year. So we'd have to give up like a first round this year, or first round next year, and a third round the year after. And I just don't know if that's really worth it for a guy who's 28 years old and is going to need another contract after this year. So is it really worth it to trade away our next year first for a player who's really going to play for us for maybe 3 years, even if that? So I didn't think so, and I kind of just went with the team. We picked up a new safety, Dealman. I ended up bringing him in from New England on a pretty short 1 year deal. And everybody else is looking like what you guys saw before. New starter at the linebacker position, maybe getting rid of Gunter. But other than that, I'm really happy with the defense. A little disappointed. We still need a running back. We still desperately need a running back. And then after that, we'll see what happens. I'm really interested to see how the tight end develops this year. I really hope he can stay healthy. If he can't, we really need to get rid of him. So we'll see what happens to this team. The team's still really young. We got a lot of improvements to go. There's not many people over the age of 30, as you guys can see. Now that I'm looking, we don't have a single player over the age of 30 other than our punter, but I feel like that honestly doesn't count. So the highest age is 29 in Aaron Sharp, who we brought in. So lots of cap space left. Good team, good potential. I'm hoping we can make a run at the playoffs, but we'll see what we can do. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hope you guys enjoyed the back-to-back off-season episodes. 2 weekends in a row, back-to-back. gameplay series career mode kind of thing episodes. So I hope you guys did enjoy those on Fridays and Saturdays these past 2 weeks. If you guys did, like I said, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I will see you guys very soon with the next episode of the series, and hopefully we can make another run at a championship. We'll see what we can do. You guys see where we have finished the past 2 years. 6-11, 4-13, and back-to-back 11-6 years, and I'm hoping we can make it back to that conference championship game. But we need some improvements on offense. Maybe we'll find that. Maybe there'll be some players added to the trade block as we get closer to the deadline, but we'll see what ends up happening. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next episode.